It's okay to be broken, and the gospel's unconditional. That when people come to a group, I think there's so many groups that tell you, if you just do this or this or that, if you just have that, then we can fix you if you follow these steps. I got Jesus in my mind. My name is Keith Schleiss. I serve Abiding Faith Lutheran in Smyrna, Tennessee, a suburb of Nashville. I've got a wife and 3 kids, and I enjoy smoking meat and watching birds. Tennessee, like a lot of states, opioid addiction. A lot of our members aren't lifelong Lutheran certainly. And so one of the things, when people do come, they usually come to church because there's a crisis. They need something. They need God. God's an emergency room physician to fix them. So over our 5 years here, we've seen how when people actually need God, they usually come in a crisis, and that involves a lot of counseling, a lot of rehab work, so to speak, spiritually, physically, whatever. And that's where Resilient has been really helpful to us as we rehabilitate and use the gospel to heal. It's been helpful. It's provided, I think, a structure of being a more welcoming and opening church, where if we have a group where the pastor sits down and he talks about his sins and he cries with you, man, he's not just some dude in a white robe up there. He's a fellow sinner. We had a woman who called me up on a Friday afternoon, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and said, I haven't been to church how many years? And this woman has a rap sheet, and this woman has had a lot of problems, and she didn't have a car, she didn't have a place to live, whatever. She started to come, she started to speak, and she started to open up about all the other things that she needed. And now she is she is the biggest outreach supporter, promoter of our ministry. I mean, she's a woman who has been harmed in so many ways by the sinful world and some of her own choices. I mean, she's not innocent. And yet, when I needed God, when I needed to hear the gospel, I mean, she still cries every time she takes communion, and she's been a member here how many years? I mean, for her, that simple comfort is so powerful. And for her now, she's our greatest promoter. I mean, we have a lot of before COVID, we had a lot of community events, right? And she's a woman out in the parking lot that if somebody pulls in, like she's at your car, hey, how are you? Come on in. Here's she doesn't want anybody to walk away from the church, because she did. She is so passionate about that, and she credits the work of Resilient and the Holy Spirit for that. I got Jesus in my mind. In this world I live behind. Thought I'm on my way to glory. I got Jesus in my mind.